Okay, so why is it better to focus on the entire ACCA model rather than a single stage within the growth model itself? I've put here together an illustrative example with some nice round numbers just so it's easily understood. And we'll imagine that we can put anything into these stages. Let's just say that this is Facebook ads, lead magnet, sales page, email nurture, and then testimonials or third-party reviews, right? In both cases, 100,000 people are seeing your Facebook ads. 10% of the people click the ad and come through to the catch page. 10% of those click through and they go through to the conversion page. 1,000 people become customers. 10% of those are then engaged. 10% of those then refer their friends. If you focus on one, maybe you hire a really good copywriter to redo that sales page and you end up doubling the conversion rate, which is huge, double conversion rate on the sales page. You then get 200 people through to the engage stage who are then engaged customers, right? And that is great because you've doubled everything from thereafter because you've doubled this stage. And what people will do is they'll put a ton of money into this one stage to try and get that to improve. And they'll try and do it at some stage, any stage, wherever they can find an agency who's selling like Facebook ads, how to create great initial lead magnet offers, how to then create great sales pages, how to create great nurture sequences, how to create referral strategies. They'll focus on one and they'll double it. And that is great. You know, that is going to double the kind of effects that you get across the thing. It's not as easy as saying that it will do it because you're never guaranteed that doubling. And also, there's nothing to say that once this has been reworked, this is still relevant. This might need then updating. This might need updating because it's capturing the wrong people and the sales page is no longer relevant. Beside the point. When you double one, you double everything thereafter. Simple. This is good, but it could be better. And this is depending on you getting a real top class person at this stage who can have that kind of an effect. It's much better to look at the whole system and rebuild it for one specific segment, one specific user, one specific problem, one specific outcome that that person wants to achieve. You can then have good but not best in class assets at each stage, and the compounding effect of each asset being very, very targeted to that specific problem, outcome, and user leads to much, much better gains overall. Let's imagine that you build an ecosystem based on one specific outcome, one specific user, and you manage to improve on the baseline, not by doubling one stage, but by getting a 15% lift. So, a 50% lift overall, so a 15% conversion rate from here to here. What happens then is you get 100,000 people who see the ad. 15% of people then give you their details. That's 15,000. 15% of people then go through and, convert on the sales page. 2,250. We're already beating the number of customers that you've got by quite a margin. 15% of people then come through and become into the engage stage. 337. Much higher. 15% of those come through to refer. And if we're doing the third-party reviews on like your G2, Capterra, Trustpilot, TrustRadius, whatever, that's 50 reviews over 20. That's huge. That's going to bring you way more people back into this convert stage. Okay, so that's why you should be focusing on this whole ACCA model rather than a single element and a single stage. This has compounding gains over the long term. And a lot of people are so focused on the tactics at one stage, like we need better Facebook ads. Better Facebook ads are useless if you can't then have a good capture system here to capture more of those email addresses. It's no good driving more people through if that isn't going to then lead into leads and sales. We need the whole system built around one specific outcome. That is why you should focus on the whole thing. If you're building a business, look at this system, look at the user journey, look at how it is focused on helping the user get the most value for one specific outcome and how each stage builds on from the last and into the next. That's how you build a proper growth model that then has a much better flywheel for getting these people to come back into here.